Hiking here at Nagel's Gun Shop in San Antonio, Texas, and today I've got a new offering from Staccato to show you. This is a C2 limited edition. This one is very unique. They haven't really offered these to the public at all before. It is the standard C2 upper half, of course, but it's got the full-size grip on it. This was something that they offered to some law enforcement agencies previously, from my understanding, but it was not available for public purchase, and now there is a limited run of these that you can buy. This is a really cool configuration. If you're familiar at all with like the Glock 19X that's been real popular, it's the same kind of thing. Full-size grip, but with the slightly compact, slide configuration. And the thing that's nice about that is it gives you, for one thing, the full capacity, right, full-size 17-round mag in this gun, and also the full grip. So you can get not just, your full hand on it, but even your support hand can get even more purchase, get a nice stable grip on this gun. But you combine that with the fact that you have the slightly smaller slide, it's not quite as long, that means there's less reciprocating mass when the gun fires. So there's less to take you off a target, and it's easier to keep the gun on the target between shots. Especially in the era of like using red dots and other optics and stuff. That actually makes a lot of sense, because the whole reason to have a long slide on 1911s traditionally has been the longer sight radius. The longer the sight radius is, the further apart the sights are, the more precise the sights are for your use. But if you're going to use a red dot, all of that goes out the window. You don't really need the sight radius. The red dot is more precise than iron sights will ever be. So as a result, the theory is that you can go shorter on the slide and not sacrifice anything. And it actually helps you because you have less recoil into your hand from the slide itself. So kind of a neat concept, works out really well. It feels nice in the hand. It's got this nice big mag well. It's got the tax texture full-size grip. It comes with two 17-round Gen 3 mags, and I mean that mag well is just awesome. You can't miss it every time. It's got the accessory rail, which is useful to use. It's also got, of course, the DLC barrel. The entire steel parts on this gun are DLC, which is diamond-like carbon. It's a really good coating Staccato does in-house. They control the whole process, which is pretty rare for a company to do its own finishing. And diamond-like carbon is one of the most abuse-tolerant finishes you can get. It is extremely resistant to rust, extremely resistant to wear. We have examples of guns with DLC on it that are very, very, very well used. They have held up amazingly. And not all of these come, with the DLC barrel. Not all Staccatos do. We try to always get those when we can, because it definitely helps the gun hold up a little better in our opinion. This overall is one of the best configurations you can get, in my opinion. It's got the option for optics right out of the box. You can put a plate on here and put a red dot of whatever type you prefer. It's got the nice long grip, easy to get a nice purchase on, easy to control, but it's got the slightly shorter barrel for easier recoil control, easier to conceal inside the waistband. So it's got a lot going for it. We really would like to put one of these in your hand and take a look at it. If you're local, you can come into our shop, get an idea of what we're talking about here, or we'd be glad to talk to you on the phone about it at 210-342-5420. These are a limited edition. We only have a few of these. These are not going to be a catalog item. As a result, if you want one, probably want to get in a hurry to figure out where you're going to get one at. They're not going to be around all that long, in my opinion. But they are a really nice gun. It's got the curved trigger on it, traditional 1911 enthusiasts love. It does have the ambi safety and all the other features that make Staccatos great. And this is not something you're going to see for very long. So if you want to talk about it, or send us an email maybe, or visit us at nagelsguns.net to take a look at the listing for it. We'd be glad to talk to you about it on the phone, see you in person. It's a great gun. These aren't going to be around very long at all.